So, hey, I'm Tiffany. I am a personal trainer. I've been working at Fitness First for about 7 years now. Well, I'm always looking to grow, and I got to a point in my business where things were same day to day. So effectively, I got bored. I knew that there was more to me. I was constantly looking out for a course that was really going to push me, give me that edge, and pretty much make me come back to work with a whole new mindset about where I was going to go in the next, say, 5 to 10 years. I know, and I love PT. I've been doing it for a while, as I said. But I mean, looking at it, I kept thinking to myself, especially after COVID, well, what are you going to do for the next 5 to 10 years? Are you going to still go back to work day after day, not grow, do the same thing, and then, be dissatisfied? And the clear answer was no, I'm not going to do that. So I was on the lookout. I wanted to be challenged. I wanted someone to show me a whole new level of standard that, I currently can't see, and I know that I want to aim towards. So my goal in the next 5 to 10 years is to have a legacy. So, doing what I'm doing, it's great. I love it. It makes me wake up every day. But one thing that's missing is me being able to educate, coach, and pass on that to another aspiring trainer. So in the next couple of years, actually in the next year, I would like to continue with Enterprise, with the coaching that they're having, really work on myself, become a better version, get to that standard that I never saw that I could get myself to, and then I want to pass that on to, someone else who is looking at becoming a trainer, hasn't got the skills, experience, and pretty much pass that on to them. I guess when I first started in the industry quite a number of years ago, the pains that I had was no one taught me how to do business. No one even really taught me how to train correctly. So, I felt like I was walking in the dark for a while. I tried many courses, and they were great after a couple of days, on the weekend. And you go back to work and you try and apply it, but it never really stuck. This course has been phenomenal in that the stuff that I've learned in the last 3 days, I think it'll be sticking for some time. How simple, how practical, and how pretty much life-changing it has been. The way I see training, the way I see business is actually so much more simple than I ever imagined it to be, but it works, if anything. So I've been following Mark for a period of time on social media. I've known about Enterprise for a while. I had a colleague of mine who actually signed up for the Wolfpack course, I think nearly 2 years ago, and he said, hey Tiff, get on it, this is the real deal. And I think at the time I wasn't quite ready. I was sort of reaching that sort of stale period in my business, and got a little bit lazy, a little bit stagnant, a little bit complacent. And so what I promised myself was I'm going to eventually do this course. And it took a while, but I think what I got out of it is, if anything, I should have done it earlier. I was a little bit nervous about seeing Mark because, I've heard of him, I've seen him on Instagram, I follow him avidly. I just wanted to be up to scratch for him. And so meeting him, he was so down to earth, he was so understanding. I think he really spoke to me in a way that I felt he understood my challenges, my pains. And I think even just the way he spoke to me, rather than just going, this is what you need to do, he questioned me. And when I went home to think about it, the answers started popping up again. So I like the way that he approaches things, in that it's not a, do this, but I felt like he cared. I felt like he questioned me because he knew that there was more in me and I had to figure it out. And so that's what I think of him. I think it was fantastic. I just want to learn more from him. Yeah, I had high expectations because I had colleagues had done the course. I'd seen him on social media. I knew it was going to be amazing. It was even more phenomenal when I actually saw it in real life. The studio setup, the confidence that he has, the way he upholds himself, the way he speaks out. We're in a group setting, but pretty much I felt like he was speaking to me. So I felt like it really resonated with me. I'm sure, as a trainer, it's a lonely road. I think, you know, when you're running your own business, you got to manage the day-to-day, seeing the clients, keeping up to scratch with your business, bookkeeping, all of that, and having someone that really understands and gives you practical advice and tips on pretty much how to simplify everything. I think that's been priceless. I've been to so many courses where they give you 100 million things to do, and when you're that busy as a trainer already, even just trying to manage the business alone is hard, let alone apply, you know, 100 million other things that will maybe make some change, but not the change that you're after. I think just take that leap of faith. For me, I almost regret it that I held back nearly 2 years. I knew it was going to be great. I knew I was going to get so much out of it, but I think it was fear that held me back. The moment I walked in, that fear went away. There was just a vibe, there was an aura about being in the enterprise setting, seeing Mark. It was exactly what I needed. It was beyond what I expected. My colleague who recommended me to do the course, he was like, you know what, you can hear all the online content, you can watch it millions times and time over, but it's not the same as being there. And I think at that moment when I walked in, before I even said hello to Mark, before I even saw any of their people, it just ticked. It hit me. And yeah, so I recommend to anyone, just take that leap of faith. Don't be like me and wait 2 years, because now that the course is nearly finishing up, I'm actually really excited about coming back for more. And I think this time around I'm going to take on personal training, and I'm also going to take on their business courses.